Women doctors, we hear you. We know your struggles. We know what it's like to be a female doctor in this dominant world. And guess what? Dr. Summer Kassmel and myself teamed up together and created Women Dentists Connect. We wanted to create a safe, educational, and inspirational place to come and ask those crazy questions that you don't want to ask. We know that being a female doctor is different than it is for male doctors. You just have different issues, different questions, different concerns. So Dr. Summer Kassmel and I are actually hosting a live event in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona on October 11th and 12th. This is for women doctors and their teams. We're talking business. We're talking issues that female doctors face. We're talking team breakouts, how to really rally your team. And we're giving you hundreds of tangibles that you can take home and implement Monday morning. We're also having an amazing lineup of speakers where you'll actually get CE for attending. So come on in. We can't wait to see you. We only have a handful of people that we're allowing in. So run on over to womendentistsconnect.com. Use the coupon code podcast to get the Dental 18 family coupon. Guys, I cannot wait. I would love to see you there. I'd love to connect with you, learn from you, and share. So hop on over Women Dentists Connect. I can't wait to see you in October. Welcome to the Dental 18 podcast. We're your hosts, Kiera Dent
and Dr. Mark Costas.
Mark and I had this crazy idea that maybe we could combine a dentist and a team member's perspective because let's face it, dentistry can be a challenging profession with those two perspectives. And Dental 18 podcast was created.
I'm a practicing dentist, a multiple practice owner, a dental performance coach, and the founder of the Dental Success Institute.
I've been a dental assistant, treatment coordinator, scheduler, biller, office manager, current practice owner, and international dental consultant. Mark and I don't just understand you, we are you.
Our goal is to positively impact the world of dentistry by sharing our lessons learned from the road in hundreds of dental offices.
Two perspectives, one mission, to help dental professionals reach their full potential. Welcome to the Dental 18 podcast. Hello, Dental 18 listeners. This is Kiera, and I am really in just a great space today. I'm actually driving to Lake Tahoe, and lo and behold, guess who came to visit me? Yep, you got it. Dr. Summer Kassmel is actually in my car. We're mic'd up today. How are you today?
So fun. I cannot believe that I am getting to just drive with Kiera Dent to Lake Tahoe. That is so fun. But what's funny is, can I just say right now, we're like adjusting mics and
it's perfect. And we're driving past the, like there was a big truck with a lot of hay on it right now. Yeah. We've got the mics going on. We've got the adjusting all of it. It's perfect. It's so fantastic. I think Summer's a little nervous because I'm actually driving with my leg and I'm trying to look at like our numbers to make sure we're not too loud, not too quiet. And it's perfect. Yep. It's absolutely perfect.
I was having a panic moment of please let me help you.
It's totally fine, guys. Okay. No, we're so excited because now everything's good. We're safe and sound and it's awesome. And Summer, please tell everybody, give them your experience coming to Reno, Nevada.
So I had never been to Reno, Nevada, despite how long I've been friends with Kiera. But so I finally made the trip out, and it is the most unique place, I will say.
We went to dinner the first night, and she's like, Kiera, there's a lot of unique people here.
Because I don't know how else to say, because I don't mean it bad or good. I just mean, wow, what a unique, it's like mountainous, but really dry. It's got like all sorts of people that you could ever even think of, and some that you could never imagine in your mind. They're all here in one place.
I mean, she went and got coffee, and she's like, Kiera, most of the people were normal, but then you got this super random person. I was like, welcome to Reno. This is Reno, Nevada. So
yes.
So welcome.
Yes, I love it. I think I love it.
So we decided to hop on the mics on our drive to Lake Tahoe because obviously if she's here, she must see Lake Tahoe. And she almost missed it. So we're going even for a couple hours, but we decided to take this drive time, which is honestly my favorite drive of a lot of my drives in this world. The drive from Reno, Nevada down towards my parents in Sacramento is absolutely beautiful. The city Verdi, Mogul, all those cities I just think are stunning. But we decided we wanted to chat because summer came out, so that way we could work on our upcoming event in October. It's going to be October 11th and 12th for Women Dentists Connect. And we thought we'd actually share with you guys a little bit about why we built the company Women Dentists Connect and also what our event's going to be like. Because honestly, women doctors, I'm a woman, but I'm not a woman doctor. And honestly, I think Summer is going to give a real good insight to kind of why we did this from your angle, and then I'll give the team side. So Summer, let's kind of share what we built and why we built this, and take it away.
Yeah. So how it all happened, obviously, is I've been a dentist for the last 17 years, own practices and a dental assisting school. So I've been on kind of all sides of being an associate, an owner doc, an owner of multiple practices, being a woman boss, a mom, a wife, keeping it all together. And as you and I have discussed, Kiera, it ends up getting really overwhelming. And I found that when I finally was really honest with other women docs, like, are you having the same struggles? Whether they were associates, not entrepreneurs, not, it didn't matter. But our struggles were all so similar of how we felt guilt when we were at work. We felt guilty when we were at home. We just kind of carried this sense of never quite being enough, which I think resonated with a lot of women doctors. And so when you and I were discussing, and I asked you, do you see that this is a challenge to other women women dentists when you're in their offices, your reaction was like, oh my goodness, yes. And so that was kind of the genesis of Women Dentists Connect.
Yes, absolutely. And I thought Summer had such a brilliant idea. She said, I'm starting to watch that when I start to speak my truth of how hard it was, or, when I had little kids, my life looked different than it looks like today when they've grown up a little bit. And how do female doctors do it? And not to say male dentists don't do it, but I just think it's a little bit different. And this is definitely a little stereotypical. So if it vibes with you, awesome. If not, that's totally fine. But I have watched that, a male doctor can throw a burr in and off, and the dental assistants, I was just like, cool, whatever, bad day. Female doctor throws a burr, and I'm like, whew, what's going on with you today? Like, why are you in a bad mood? And it's not by any other reason other than that's just kind of societal norms. And so therefore, I do think a lot of female doctors, like, how can you hold your team accountable without being that jerk? How can you? I watch a lot of female doctors, and it's not all of them, but I was in an office, and I remember this doctor, she's like, Kiera, I'm just too scared to hold my team accountable. I don't want them to think that I'm a jerk. Mm-hmm. And so we're like, you and but it's even hard for me. It's hard for me to want to hold my team accountable. I don't want to come across as a jerk. It's all in those intonations. But also a lot of it was like, how do I actually hold them accountable? What do my numbers actually mean? And where can I go to ask those questions and not feel like an idiot? And I watch this all the time at the dental college. A lot of female doctors, when they're in dental school, came up to me and they're like, Kiera, I don't want to ask this question out loud. Or they'll call me post-graduation like, Kiera, I feel like an idiot. What on earth is a P&L? And there are male doctors that do this as well. But Summer and I just kind of felt like, hey, if we could build a spot for a lot of females to come, we're females ourselves, come on in a safe, but not just rah rally zone. I don't know if you've noticed, Summer and I are very tangibles. Wouldn't you agree, Summer?
I think that is my favorite thing.
So kind of give a little bit baseline of the vision of what we created WDC to be.
Well, it's really fun because both of us knew going into this event what we wanted to accomplish, but I'm just so excited because once we put together really what those 2 days are going to be, I think if I would have had this sooner, I can't imagine where I would be right now. Because we really start with where do you want to go and why? And then if you want to build that dream life, truly, how do we get there? And sometimes we don't want to get there because one, we've never dreamt that big before. And two, we don't know how to get there. And we don't even recognize that we've got these fears or limiting beliefs that are making it to where we don't even know how to get there. And so I love that we put together this agenda of being able to find where's our starting place, where do we want to go, and then a roadmap of how do we get there. And that includes, knowing your numbers. So we're going to get into some of that scary stuff of how do you know your numbers, and then what do you do with those numbers? How do they become kind of your guiding posts? And we get into how does your team, because remember, this is a team event too. We want the team to kind of understand what some of those numbers look like and how they impact overhead and things like that. So we get to get into numbers. We get to get, really practical and give you really actionable items of how do you run meetings and how do you hold people accountable and what does that really look like? You're really going to get to see examples and then practice on your own and practice with your teams kind of with our help and with other people's help. So I'm so excited. Once we actually kind of saw on paper form what this event's going to look like, I think I'm even more excited now than I was before.
Likewise, I think it was creating that dream. We knew we wanted something where, hey, come to a place that's super safe that you can ask those questions you're embarrassed to ask. Like, come and ask, because if you don't know and you don't have a place where you feel you can go to ask those questions, how are you ever going to move on? And then, of course, we paired up with Mark Costas. He'll be the only male, unless they're male team members. But Mark is going to be the only male speaker there, because really, DSI trained both Summer and myself. Dental A team, there's a lot of DSI mixed in there. Summer's a DSI black belt coach. And so we wanted Mark to kind of give that structure of, hey, this is what DSI can help with. But then at the same time, like, he dives into the numbers and the systems. And then Summer and I add the female aspect and the different pieces that really hone in, but really for doctors and team members alike. So it's not just doctor based and it's not just team based. And then we also spiced it up, and we're bringing in some really, really fantastic speakers. So Summer, do you want to talk about our speaker lineup as well?
Yeah, we do. We were so fortunate, and thanks so much to Mark as well, just for hooking us up with some really great relative speakers that are these really awesome women entrepreneurs and dental practice owners and things like that, that also are you. But we have got Gina Dorfman, who is the founder of Yappy and is also a practicing dentist. She's pretty awesome. We have got Amanda Wilson, who is an amazing orthodontist, runs her own company, and she is just phenomenal. We've also got a really amazing periodontist that Mark introduced us to, who she's created kind of her dream life in doing exactly procedures that she wants to do and creating a niche for herself. So we have Lizzie, and what's Lizzie's last name?
I was just pulling it up while we're also listening to the map, so guys, you know where we're going, so you can totally get us.
I'm laughing because I'm like, this is like
Elizabeth
real.
Easley. She goes by Lissy, not professionally, but she goes by Elizabeth Easley. Is her name. And she's a practicing periodontist up in Seattle, Washington area.
Yes. And she has got such a cool story. We just got to meet her this week, actually. And so I'm really excited to hear kind of more about what she does. But she created a dream lifestyle just kind of by creating a niche market. And it's pretty phenomenal what she has done. So we also have Prodigy Dental Marketing, which is Olivia Berg. And she has really exploded some big name dentists that people know, some big influencer, they've had their practices explode by the use of Prodigy marketing and their social media. So social media, Instagram, stuff like that really baffles you. We even have that there. So we're combining so many elements, but getting extremely practical. So we're actually able to pick a couple topics that we know are the pain points of women doctors and their teams, and then dive in deep enough to actually let you leave with something practical that you can actually start implementing on Monday.
Absolutely. And Summer, I love to tell, okay, so some of those pain points are, and honestly, that speaker lineup, let's not, we did briefly mention it, but don't forget, the one and only Mark Costas is also going to be there speaking. So, and also, guys, if you're not a female doctor, that's okay. If you're a female team member listening to this and you want to come on over, because it's geared for female doctors and female team members, both. And I feel that there are tangibles no matter what position you're in. This is for you. This is an event that I would 100% jump on the opportunity to be there. So, but also some of those pain points are how to have those crucial conversations. How do you do that and not be a jerk of a human, not come across the wrong way, not get called some of those names that we will not speak, and we're going to keep this good. And also, how are you not a pushover at the same time? So that's a massive pain point. Let's talk about numbers. Let's get real tangible. Summer's an amazing business owner, guys. Like she sometimes downplays herself, but darn, she knows her numbers and she knows how to manipulate them faster than most people I know, male or female. So Summer's going to talk about overhead control, really getting serious about what the accountability cycle looks like, different KPIs, working on those KPIs, because what is a KPI? How do you get each team member to have a number? So some of those pain points, team members, how do you have those crucial conversations? We're also going to bring in some specialists for dental assisting, hygiene, front office, those pieces. So we're going to do breakout sessions specifically for that, where you're going to learn you yourself in your position, things that you can do to help increase the practice, help increase your life, and really take those tangibles away. So those pain points, in a quick nutshell, are how we're going to do it. And Summer and I, we are big on take homes. So I think when we were mapping this out this morning, there's at least 20 pages of handouts that we're doing over 2 days. So you better be ready to work. It's not going to be a passive listening. It'll be a very active listening, very involved 2-day course.
Well, and I will say that brings such a great point of, definitely we want everybody to be there. I think you could take something home no matter what place or space you're in. But that being said, the more ready you are to make a change and to make a lasting change, I think, those are the people I think who will really benefit as well, just to be able to come and start creating that dream lifestyle that they want. And I love your point also, Kiera, of, if you're listening to this and you are a female, team member or team member of a male doctor, we want you too, because honestly, the doctors who listen to this are probably amazing doctors, male or female, and they will want you to go and get this practical information to bring home to them. So we have discounted prices, for team members. So we want all female team members, all females, whoever to come and make it really practical for every single position in that office. And the cool thing is, and I'm just so loving this fact, kind of like you and Mark created this podcast, Kiera, it's so neat when you get a dentist and a team member's perspective. And what I love with Kiera is she's not just been a team member, she's been like every position of a team member. So like she has literally worked in every position. And so there's no better way to have perspective than being in all those shoes. So what's really cool is it's kind of like, you get to see it from all the different perspectives, which makes for a really well-rounded 2 days of, it's not just the doctor who gets the full say so. It's not just the team members who get the full say so. It's this beautiful kind of synthesis of both parts that make it to where you can actually have things that are implementable, but lasting.
Absolutely. Summer, we are birds of the same feather, because I was literally just going to say, guys, this is just like me and Mark, where Mark comes from the doctor side, I come from the team side. Well, voila, here we are, but from a female doctor's perspective and me as a team member's perspective. So it's going to be fun. And also students, if you're a dental student, this would be fantastic for you to figure out, we start basic, and this is a conference where we purposely geared it to, if you're a brand new practice owner or you have been in practice for 10 years or 17 years, like Summer, we geared it to any spectrum of that, because we wanted to have things like, hey, here's base level, but here's also way advanced. So you can see different areas you can go, and also make sure your foundation is rock solid. So no matter where you are, and of course, guys, yes, there is a coupon code and there is limited seating. Women Dentist Connect, October 11th through 12th in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. It's going to be prime weather because we're in October. And so it's going to be real nice. Scottsdale, Arizona. 11th through 12th. And if you guys use the coupon code of podcast, you'll be able to get the Dental A-Team coupon discount. So make sure you hop on over womendentistconnect.com, use the coupon code podcast, and you're going to be able to get our Dental A-Team family discount. So doctors, hop on over there. Summer, any last things? Because honestly, guys, this is so dang fun. It's going to be so much fun. And don't worry, we're not decorating in pink. So if you don't like pink, it's not going to just be that rah pink color, but we will have some pretty fun feminine things as well. So
yes, we're going to have really fun things. But yes, I want to hone in on the fact that if there's other doctors like me, we're going to make sure that you go home with stuff absolutely that is extremely practical. Kiera's driving once in a while makes me nervous.
It's okay, Summer. We're just fine. We're just fine. And I didn't mean to do what just happened. It's all good. It's all good.
I'm a horrible driver too. It's totally fine.
She just said I was a horrible driver. Guys, I just cut the entire line because there's this whole little section, and so we're so nervous. No, I learned how to drive in California, and we're going through that whole don't worry, it's going to be real fun. Now I've got two of us on mics. Remember, I don't know if you guys heard the podcast where I was going to my sister's graduation, and I went through the agriculture stop between Nevada and California, and they gave me the thumbs up because I'm on mics. And now Summer and I are about to go there. I live in cities and areas with lots of traffic, and any of my California drivers out there, we drive a little aggressively solely for the fact that we gotta get places.
Exactly. Actually, that was a brilliant move. It looked a little scary, but boom, we got through real fast.
We're done. There was a long line. Summer was holding on to the side of her seat. But hey, Women Dentist Connect, on the road, being efficient. Any last thoughts on that for you, Summer?
No. And I mean, I would love to see everybody there. I truly can't wait to connect with so many different women dentists and team members. And I will say it's in a beautiful resort at the Westin that has actually great stuff for kids and families. So feel free to bring your families and turn it into a little mini vacay while you're there.
such a good point, Summer. We did make this like mom friendly.
Absolutely.
A lot of different things. We try to think through that for all of you. So hop on over, Women Dentist Connect. We can't wait to see you. And thanks, Summer, for being on this podcast, for dealing with the driving with the mics, and for being for bringing me in on this journey and this vision that you had. I'm super excited to partner with you and to put this on. And for all of you Dental A Team listeners, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time on the Dental A Team podcast. And that wraps it up for another episode of the Dental A Team podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.